Hey there, buddy, and welcome back to some more Terra Nil. I want to go ahead and continue this game for you guys, at least do one more episode because I wanted to show off a little bit more of the update that they released for it. Hill and Dale is going to be the next not episode, but the next level that we do, because it is actually one of the new levels, if I remember correctly, and it's going to continue have some new biomes for us to deal with, some new mechanics to deal with, and it's actually a requirement to unlock the new tropical areas. So there's a little bit different progression in the game from the base, from when the game first came out. So that's kind of a neat thing if you want to have a different go at the game. It looks like you could spin around this entire world, which is interesting. So I think they may have future content planned for this game where they're going to have more regions. I could be wrong, but I don't see why we would make a 3D globe of that nature if they didn't plan to do that, which would be really cool in my opinion. So before we get started, you guys know the drill. If you want to see more content like this, please let me know down below with those fun little engagement actions you can do for YouTube, liking, commenting, you know the drill. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into Hill and Dale. Okay, so we made it in. So we have our standard procedure here. We have begin restoration efforts using wind turbines, cone filters, and irrigators to create greenery. Cone filters can be rotated, creating larger areas of fertile soil in a target direction. So these are going to be different filters that we're going to have to use. We also have our animals. Luckily, I do know what the conditions for these animals are now, so we don't have to worry about that. We just need to make sure that we have the proper biomes touching each other, and like, for example, the deer need to be near the forest and the wolves and stuff like that. So we know what we need to do there. All right, so let's take a look at what we have here. So we have a very hilly biome. We have some different areas here and there. We can put maybe a wind turbine up here, get some water flowing down here. I see a good opportunity to go ahead and start and do that. So what I like to do when I first load into one of these games is I like to get wind turbines on some of these higher places so that we can place some water towers just so we can get water flowing and kind of get an idea of how we want to plan out the rest of this biome. So it does take a lot of initial resources to do that, and I'm trying to look and see what the rock layout here is. It looks like there's one up top, but I'm going to put that one closer out here so we expand the area a little bit more, and then we'll put one, let's say, right there. So let's go ahead and place our water towers down and see how water is going to flow for us. So we're going to put one there, I'm going to put one there, I'm going to put one all the way back here, one back here, and let's do that for now. Let's just see how the water flows. We can go ahead and fill in this area too. We can probably use one of these guys once we get the research and actually get some of this water area. We could probably do a drill right there and then one down there so that it fills in that little pond there. We have some area here that we could probably fill out. Let's see if there's anything else we want to do. Let's go ahead and place a water tower up here too. And I guess why not? We can go ahead and put at least a wind turbine. I think right there should be good. And there's not a reason there. Oh, actually, that's just a bunch of rocks, isn't it? I thought there was some water flow there. There is not. But I think we've got our basic water flow going, which is good. All right, looking at that, we can go ahead and kind of determine how we want to go ahead and lay out these cone. So you can see here, based on our last episode, this we can change it to where there's like an L shape or a straight line, but these are in a cone, so it changes it up on you. So you kind of got to get used to that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put a cone filter, I think right. Let's put one right there. I think it's pretty good. And then we'll also have one going. Don't really like the location of this. I might hold off and not do one there and instead put a wind turbine there, because you have to, if you look here, you have, I don't think I mentioned this last episode. I don't even know if it's in the last episode, but you do have a limited number of buildings you can attach to these wind turbines. So you have to be conscientious of that. So if we want to fill out that area there, that's probably a good way to do that. So we can aim it that way, do a little bit of greenery there and something similar right here. I think it's good. Now, for this one, I could go ahead and say, hey, we want a cone turbine to face that way. That way we cover that in. So you can see here I'm running out of resources up here, but that's fine. We're not too worried about that. And I'm not going to use an excavator yet. I'm going to use excavators later when I get the research bonus for them and they get smaller. I believe they actually cost less too. Let's go ahead and start placing some more of these cone fertilizers down. Let's cover up a large area there. Very good. And also want to get one, I think, right, make sure we get the maximum area we can. Right there is good. Because remember, you don't have to worry about covering the entire thing here. You just want to get enough to where you can cover these different goals right here so that you can get to rain. Once the rain happens, you'll have all this area will cover in with grass, which is fine. But we have a different element to worry about here. We have temperature. You can see here, it affects these 5 different objectives that we need to worry about. So temperature will go up in time, and we'll get to that, and I believe right here. So you can see here that we have a cloud seeder that actually does our precipitation, but we actually need to reach tier 2 to unlock this one, which I believe will unlock our... I think it dries out grass around it and then causes the temperature to go up. I think that's what it does. I can't remember off the top of my head. I know I kind of test run this game, at least these levels, just so I kind of have an idea what's going on. And it's a little bit more presentable for you guys, so I'm not just kind of fumbling around and you guys are trying to watch me learn something. I did play this game a good bit when it came out. I actually think I beat it when it came out. I could be wrong. But it's one of those games where I just kind of thoroughly enjoy relaxing with it if I'm having a tough week, which honestly, like, it has been a week, unfortunately. I've been training for a 5K or 10K, and my body's not used to it, and it's tired. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm not going to be mentally exhausted or physically exhausted. So if the video release schedule is a little bit busy, I do apologize. I'm going to put an L shape there, and then I'm going to... I think an L shape there. That covers up a good bit of area there. You can see we're at 38%. I think I'm happy with that right now. We do have some right here we can cover up, which I think we're going to do a straight line there. We're going to try to get at least above 150. That's good for me. And let's see if we can put one here. I want to... 150 is kind of my goal if I can hit it, which we might be able to do if we actually line up one facing that way. Now, it's probably not super efficient, but we could get 130... Get 135, I think, is what we're going to get out of that. So that's good with me. I'm up to 54% now. And actually, I'm going to go and cover some of this middle area here just so we can start working with some of the biome stuff. So let's go ahead and cover... I'm going to do it that way, because we do have a good bit of the grass coverage from our riverbeds that we made. We'll do that, and I think we'll get one... Well, that's where it's going now. Actually, I can do it. We have the lovely undo button here because I misclicked. Let's see here. What do we want to do here? Can I get 150? I might be able to if I... Something like this. I could put one there and have it go across the riverbed. Yeah, that'll work. I know that's not efficient, and we have a lot on this tower already. I mean, we already have, you can see, we're kind of maxing out this wind turbine here. I thought I could get 150 in here, but I don't think I can. I get 130, 116, no, 125, 131. All right, hang on, wait a minute. Yeah, I think that 131 is going to cover it for us. All right, and then we'll also recover that tree there. That tree will be helpful when we need to create the floral biome. All right, so let's go ahead and go down here. Let's go ahead and get one facing that way. I want to go ahead and get one facing this way because we're going to actually use a little bit of this area here. And not all buildings require power, so you'll notice that like some of these these irrigators, they don't require power. And you can see, you know, the requirements in the UI here. So they make it, like I said, it's a really good game. I know some people had some qualms with it when it first came out in terms of the content, but this update has really added some good things to it, in my opinion. I know some people were kind of... I've read some reviews, and some people were kind of, you know, unsure about the animal changes. They say it's a little more stressful than it should be, but in my opinion, I think the animal changes are great. Lets me think strategically about the animals and early about them, which I thought was kind of missing in the original game. I enjoyed when the animals came in, but you never got to use, you know, kind of play with them that much. You didn't get to actually interact with them or do anything with them. They just kind of came in and made the area flourish a little bit better. 156, that's a good point to do that. We're 81%, which is pretty decent. I'm gonna go and put a what is this called? Cone filter. There we go. Man, sorry. Brain is a little bit fried, like I kind of mentioned. I'm tired, but I want to get a video out for you guys, so I try my best to do that. Let's go ahead and get a cone filter going that way too. I would like to get a calcifier out here, but we won't be able to. We can't really touch that land all that much. But we can get a nice 100 here, which would be fine. 105. Might be able to get a little more if we do it long ways. Let's try it out. 97 looks like the max. We actually, I think that 103. Where's that 105 at? 100. I know I had it. Where was it? There it is. 105. Perfect. All right, so we're 87. I think we just might be able to cover this right here. If we can get a good amount of coverage. I think of the best way for me to do this. I could go ahead and fill that area in with water, but I feel like that would be kind of a waste. We could go ahead and get another. We don't have a lot of space here. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover that area. And then maybe do a longwise. Let's see if we can put one here. No, there's a... what is right there? Oh, because it's... Okay, yeah, it's not fertile soil. Can we get that working? Well, it would be 4 out of 6, but we don't need a lot of this area out here in all honesty. So maybe we try that. I know that's a lot of waste, but it should work. 61. Yeah, we'll cover 61. Okay, we're at 92 right now. And I think if we do a longwise here, we could make it work. These are just like normal points for us. It doesn't actually... 35. Yeah, we'll do a 35. Okay, 96, and I think we should be able to finish up with these. So we can probably do... It's kind of an odd shape because of the riverbed here. Let's see if I can get... That was a 90 I saw. 83. 91, yeah, we'll do that. All right, perfect. We've moved on to the next phase of the game, which is now we need to deal with the 4 biomes for this level. So we're going to take a look here. We've unlocked this ability, and we have all of these tools, and we also have the combustor. So you can see the combustor will destroy anything and everything around it and turn it into ash. Now the ash is going to be needed for us, and like I said, it's going to actually make our temperature go up. So if we put this here, you can see we're going to get plus 7C. So we can destroy this area, and I want to be careful because if we combust it, it's just going to turn to ash. So burn surrounding vegetation to increase atmospheric temperature. More carbon-dense vegetation is more effective. So more carbon-dense vegetation. So I think what they mean by that, I think they actually mean like floral. So if we put like, floral here, and we put a combustor around here. No, okay, so about the same. What do I want to do here? Because we need to get at least 12 Cs. So we can do that. I don't think that's going to be hard. Yeah, those deer are about to leave. That's fine. I'm not too worried about you right now, deer. Also, let's go and get this research station down. I'm going to put it like kind of over here in the middle of nowhere, because I feel like that is pretty safe for it to put. And then what I want to do is I want to get what I said earlier, is I want to go ahead and start doing this. So we're going to put that there. And then I'm going to put another one. Ooh, right. Okay, can we make this work? Oh, this is in my way. I forgot you can only put these higher up. Oh, but we might be able to. And let's try that. We're gonna laser some deer, but that's fine. They'll be okay. I promise. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. Very good. Okay, so we have that grass kind of filling in around there. And then we could, if we really wanted to, we could put a calcifier down here. And then get another turbine. So that way we can power this area and do something with it later. So let's go ahead and focus on what we can do. I'm going to go ahead and put these beehives around on at least the trees that we have, because that'll go ahead and at least fulfill some objectives. And we can actually use a lot of this to burn. Do a controlled burn here. We get 8 Cs there. We get 5 Cs. So what we could do is go ahead and burn a little bit of this. So that's going to burn. That's going to turn to ash. That's fine. We can get all that back later. And we're at 5 Cs. So let's see if we can get up to 12 Cs. Perfect. That's what we need right there. And that tree should live. The tree should live. All right, excellent. All right, so now that we have our temperature requirement, we just need to get our precipitation requirement up. So for precipitation, we need to use the arboretoriums. Now, I don't have a great placement for arboretoriums, as you can... actually, sorry, wrong thing. Hydroponium. So we do have some good locations, but ooh, yeah, I have the grass areas, or the floral areas, which does affect where the biome's going to go. Okay, yeah, I'd be careful about that, and I was not paying attention. Probably shouldn't have put those down as soon as I did. We could do a controlled burn. We could do that. Because if you do a controlled burn, I think you can get some of this grass back. You can. So, I really... Actually, hang on. Do we have a good location out here, don't we? 80, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we'll put 80 there. We'll put a wetlands there. That's good to me. And then because we have a wetlands, we can go ahead and get our cloud seeder. We have a 4% there, not great. So if we want to get a little bit more covered, we can get a calcifier down. Put that kind of in the corner there. And we can put a cloud seeder. Oh, no, these require higher up. Yep, that's right. Right. Okay, that's fine. We will get it figured out. We could put one here. And maybe get some... Oh, actually, we could put a water tower there if we really wanted to. Because a calcifier won't work. Yeah, that's not going to work as well. Ooh, here we go. This is perfect. So we get them closer. Maybe. Just maybe. Now, funny enough, that doesn't block the water off, interestingly enough. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a calcifier down. And yep, 5, 6, 5. Let's do a 6% there. I think that'd be good. Of course, if we can make this a little bit more, let's go ahead and see if we can make just a little bit more land here. Cover this up. So I'm going to do a kind of a cone filter there. And then try get a little more wetlands in here. Would be great if we get one here. How much? That one, that windmill is getting maxed out, unfortunately. Let's see. Can we get... Yep, perfect. Cover that out. And then let's see if we can get a nice L shape here. So 130. Yeah, that'll do. And now, is that close enough to water, though? I always forget about that. Nope, it is. Doesn't do as much as I want it to. And see here, you can see the grass filling in. It's another 28, so we'll do that. I think I'll make that work. So we have a little bit of our wetlands expanded there. And then if we look at our cloud seeder, can't go there. Ah, because we're out of power. Yep. What if I do this? So we can put a windmill here. And then we can get a cloud seeder. 12% increase. That would be great. Yeah, let's do a 12% increase. That's at 47. So we have fungi in the forest, and now we need to expand just a little bit more. I could, and I am going to do this, is we're going to go and expand this into that area right there. I'm not going to expand it out anymore, but we're going to go ahead and carve into the land a little bit there and get water flowing. There it goes. I was wondering there for a second why it wasn't flowing, but we're going to need to get another water tower down because the water isn't going to be able to flow that far. Ooh, but this does require... No, it doesn't. Interesting. Why can't I put this here? Why do you not want to go there? Interesting. I'm actually very surprised this won't go here. Is it because of the burnt land? I need to check that. Let's see if that's because of the burnt land. It might be. Can we place any buildings on burnt land? We can. Let's go ahead and build. Let's go ahead and make this land green again. Maybe that's why. Let's get a nice 64. I think that's fine. Yeah, the water tower doesn't want to go there. Interesting. Well, that's a bummer. I wonder why water tower won't go there. I'm actually very unsure why that's not working. But we can go put one here. That's fine. We can make it work. They don't have to be up high. We just don't have that waterfall effect there. All right, so we can go ahead and try and get another wetlands here. We do have some green fertile land there, so let's go ahead and try at least get some points out of this. We'll do 23 there, and then we can probably get our hydroponium. Put that there for a plus 64, which is great. Unfortunately, our flowers are kind of in the way, but it's also very beneficial for when we want to get frogs brought in, because frogs do help a lot, and they need flowers near their wet biomes. So we're actually going to go ahead and fill this in. We're missing just a little bit, just shy, which we can go ahead and make some wetlands there, and I think that'll pull us over, which is great. We'll have some wetlands around these flowers. We've maxed out our wetlands. So now let's see if we can get to where we have rainfall. Cloud seeder. 6% there, 6, 6, 3, not great. 6 right there, not amazing. We have an 8 there, we'll take that. So we have at 61 now. We can actually go ahead and probably plant some more of these around here. 6, 6, 7. Let's do 7 there. We're at 68. We definitely need a lot more, so let's try to do something with this area over here. Maybe we can turn it into a wetlands if we can possibly get some water flow here. Let's see if we can get a water tower. Not going to flow all the way back there, but we can go ahead and actually, we could carve out some land here. And let's go ahead and do a little bit of carving. We can go and send there, and that river actually complete. And because of that, we'd be able to turn both of these, this irrigators into a nice wetlands. So let's go ahead and see. 54, 59. Yeah, we'll go and turn this into a wetlands back here. Now that we have that, let's see if we can put a cloud seeder down in this area and get 7%. That's 77. We still need a lot. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and convert this into one as well. So that's 45. So that'll help this cloud seeder right here. We have 10%. That's a great increase. And now we need... Oh, we actually need 25 degrees Celsius. I didn't look at the 12. The 12 is for the rain. So we need greater than 12, actually. Okay, yeah, so I misread there. That's fine. We can go ahead and try and get a large increase somewhere, maybe? That's a 5. Oh, let's see. What can we do a control burn on that'll give us a lot of temp increase? That's 1. Not what we're looking for. 3. Not great. 3, 3. No. No, not really what we're looking for. 4. We get a 5. That's a 17. We need 25 at least. I think we can make this work, so let's go ahead and do that. The rains are going to start, so we're going to fill in a bunch of areas. So we can wait for the rains to start, and then it'll fill in and actually give us a little bit more to burn. This is actually going to fill in the ashland. And if I think... Which we're going to have to use the solar amplifier at some point, because I think for this one... Great Rocky Scrubland. Yeah. Did I say that right? Scrubland? Yeah. Must be built in a cone filter or toxin scrubber near cliffs. So we're going to need to make sure that we do that. We have plenty of areas to make this biome, so I'm not too worried about it. We just need to make sure we get our salmon run done, and we could easily do that once the grass fills in, and we can use our combustor to do that. That's a 1. I mean, honestly, we could fill in probably some of these trees and burn it, which would be helpful if we can find a tree that's nearby. We could probably do this area right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a beehive right there, and then do a combustor. That's going to be a 6 increase. 6 increase. Yeah, let's do a 6 increase there. And then I think we just need 2, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, we'll do a 3 right there. Perfect. All right, so our goals are done. And the ashland is going to fill in, which is perfect. We need to make sure we get a little bit more floral in. We need to make sure that some of our floral is touching the wetlands, which it is. We probably want to have some right here, so let's go ahead and put a beehive there. Okay, our beehives are done, so let's make sure we do some of the scrubland as well. And then I think I like to finish off with our forests. We have a 97 there, easy enough. That's a great area to put that in. We have it 128, even better. And let's go ahead and actually make this biome pretty extensive back here. Okay, that's done. So now we can work on our forests. So what do we need for our forest? Well, we need to burn some buildings. So in order to do that, let's find a good place to spread kind of some of our building, or to spread fire and take our buildings out. And honestly, up here would be pretty decent, because that's a lot of buildings for us to take out and then also grow the forest around it. But you gotta remember that forests only grow on ash, so we can actually use the combustor to our benefit, and I could have saved using our combustor for this process, but it's fine. We could burn this entire area right here, which I'm actually... We don't have a ton of floral here. I'm actually inclined to do that. I know we won't burn anything up here, but we do have some buildings down here that can actually spread the forest. And we need them to be near rivers, so I think that should be good. We might turn this middle area into a forest right there. We can have a beehive. Got to be careful, though, because I don't want to take out too much. This area might not be too bad for a forest because it's got some rivers near it. Yeah, I think... but we don't have a lot of buildings. We have to be careful of that. Because your buildings is where you're going to place the forest. Right here and here would actually be a pretty decent place for a forest, in my opinion. It depends on where frogs go, because frogs require to have the floral and to have the rivers nearby. Because then eventually we have a land bridge across these two forests here, so I think I might do that. Okay, we don't have a building here, but I think that forest might spread enough. Maybe, and we could put one here. So let's go ahead and put one of these down, and we need to make sure we have enough burnable area. And I think I can only use this once. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think I can only use that one. Actually, no, wait. No, yeah, I can only use that one. Sorry, the deer got burned up. That's fine. So that's a small area we can use at the moment. Gotta remember that we have to use the floral to start the wildfire. I could technically, yeah, let's do another one right there and then burn that side. And we have force and gun here. Now it's not going to be very good. It's going to be it's going to be a net negative for us. That's fine. We can make it work. Ooh, yeah, I forgot we can actually put force there because of no buildings. Okay, that's fine. We'll make it work. God, what's the best place to put one of these? Maybe here. It's going to take a lot of our plains out. But we need a lot of forests, so, you know, it's not that bad of an idea. And it's got a lot of buildings for us. Yeah, let's do that. I'll deal with the consequences later. All right. Sorry, dear, but this is going to be a very bad process, but that's fine. So a lot of this entire area is just going to get burnt up. That's fine. We will check on it once it's done. So we have a lot of our animals that have come in, and you don't have to make every single one of them happy. You just want to make sure one of each is happy. So we have plenty of deer that are happy. We have plenty of frogs that are happy. We have plenty of geese that are happy. So a lot of our other animals are going to come from the forest, and we need a big one for the wolves. We need a big one for the bears. We need to make sure that we have access for wolves. So eventually we're going to get, once we get these forests lined up, we're going to have access to logs. So the logs will, we'll put one near a forest that can get to some deer so the wolves will spawn in. You can see here we have a very nice little bit of land here to place forest down. So let's go ahead and do that. Very good across the board. And we've completed our objective there. So now we can start focusing on our animals. So now that we have that ability, you can see we have our recycling down. But we're going to go and put our little plane here. And I'm going to put it right there. I think that's a good spot for it. Has access to all the riverbeds. Rivers are going to be the easiest way for our ship to get around. Let's go ahead and get some access to, across some of these areas here where we see forests at. I'm going to get a log there. Get a log there, just so animals are able to access that. These deer probably don't have enough space. Let's get them access down there. I'm going to get a log access right here. Right there where that salmon run is, and then right there. All right, we have some bears. They're unhappy, probably. Not enough water. Okay, and not enough beehives. That's fine. We can fix that. We can easily put a beehive there. That's going to put some of that floral area down. Let's put another one there. I know that's not going to cause us a lot of growth, but it's okay. Put one there, and put one there. That way it has an even spread of hives throughout. And we do have some wolves that have started appearing. They have plenty of needs, but the only thing they're missing is a little bit more woods, which is unfortunate because I don't know if there's going to be a way for me to easily get woods for those guys. You can see here these guys are not happy about not having any deer near them, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to get deer near them. There's some deer up here that they might be able to get to, and honestly those deer are probably not very happy. We could get a log. The log access right there would be pretty nice. That way those deer can expand out. And honestly, the deer like the forest, so that's fine. We're okay with that. We could entice these deer to move that way, so they're going to go whoop right up through there. That way they get close to those deer. They're going to push up into their territory. They should be fine. Yep, those wolves are very happy. Love to see it. Okay, so now we have beavers. What's wrong with my beavers? They don't have enough water. Understandable. You have a pond, a singular pond. Is there a way for me to get them a little bit more water? Can we use one of our drills? The answer is yes, we can. And that's exactly where we're going to put it. So that drill's going to go across and give the beavers a little bit more access. Of course, it's going to cut through some beavers, but that's okay. I think they'll appreciate the extra water space, which they did. All right, so now we have green deer, we have green frog, we have green geese, swan. I think that's geese, actually. Our beavers are getting happy. Our bears are happy. Those beavers are happy, and we have some happy wolves as well. Except for these, they don't have woods. I don't think there's a good way for me to fix this unless I want to put a building down here and then make some woods out of it, which is possible. But, honestly, we don't need to complete that. They're the only... Actually, wait, no. Oh, okay, no, I thought that became happy. But I think we're good. I think that's pretty much all we have to do. So now let's go ahead and start recycling and get out of here. So let's go ahead and collect a bunch of our resources. So we're going to go ahead and say, okay, that should be good right there. And I like to put these down, and then I like to get the... Do we have the drone, or do we have those? No, we have the... Well, we have the water drone, not the aerial drone. Put one there. That'll cover up, I think, just about everything there. We can put one there for those. Put one there for those. Get one there for all of that. Collect all of these. Collect all of those. Yep, that covers everything there. Ooh, okay, this one's gonna be a little tricky. Can we get everything here? No, those two are a little too far away from each other. Ooh, wait. Aha, perfect spot. Easy. All right, cover everything there. Yep, looks like it. So grab that. Can we grab everything here? We sure can. And then I think this is the last group of tools. So now that once we've done all that, we can go ahead and place our little drone down. Goes there. And we make sure we collect everything that we just put down. Ooh, I just realized there's some back there that I missed. Let's go ahead and collect all of that right there. We'll put one there. Put one there. This one is accessible, so we'll put... Actually, can we get both of those? No. Oh, they're just out of range of each other. What about these two? Perfect. Those two together. That one. Can I get these two? I sure can. Grab those. Grab that one. And I think after that, we're done. I think that is all that we have to recycle. Our little drone is going to go ahead and collect everything. And we can go ahead and try to admire what we have here. And I didn't actually... I found out a setting that I had that kind of was ruining the draw distance for me, but now that you can actually zoom out and all the details stayed. So I missed that in the last episode, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, this game is gorgeous to it. Like, it's just the art style. It's relaxing. You can kind of look in and see what you created here. You can see all the wildlife logs where they can go across and interact with each other. And which I actually think they do cross them. Yeah, they do. Sure enough. Wow, man, I didn't actually think they crossed them. I actually could visually see them crossing them. You see the beavers and the swans. I think they're swans. What are the geese? You see the beavers and the geese playing in the water. Don't have much. This little area here doesn't have much, but that's understandable. All right, what's wrong with you? Ah, okay, yeah, you're collecting the last remnants there. Didn't get that one, so let's go ahead and make sure we have that one down. And that one should be collecting as well. Little drone is doing its best. But yeah, super peaceful game, super relaxing. Just one of my definitely wind down games at the end of the day. Remember, I think over the weekend I played some of my own. It was like one of those where I just sat down and was like, ah, this is nice. This is super nice. Drone's getting all that. One more. I think we missed it. I thought I put one down, but I guess not. The drone's gonna go back to ship, go drop that off, and then pick up the last remnants of what we have. These wolves are still unhappy, but there's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. It'll be fine. They will be okay. All right, and I think that is our second biome complete. We've got plenty of our flowers. We have this new biome that we got to work with up here. Had to work with some new mechanics, including heat and combustion. So yeah, we also had to deal with the cone filters. Very fun there. But yeah, I think that's going to cover it for this one. So let's go ahead and exit out of here. Let nature take its course. And our ship is taking off. Yeah, this game's it's just super enjoyable. You can find it. I think I mentioned this on the last episode, but you can find it on sale right now if you want to pick it up for yourself. And if you enjoy puzzle games, if you enjoy kind of strategic, it's kind of a builder. It's kind of like a reverse builder, I guess you can think of it that way. You know, you're not city building, but you are. I mean, you're building nature. You're reclaiming the wasteland, as it says up there. So, but yeah, to an extent, it's kind of a reverse builder. But it's also, like I said, puzzle game at the same time. And you kind of need to be strategic about where you place things. Like, I could have definitely done better about the forests here. I could have left some of the combustion that I did, or saved some of the combustion for when I was actually doing, you know, placing out the forest there. So some things I could have done better there. But that is going to be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, as always, for spending some of your time here. We're back at the globe screen, and next time, if you guys want to see more of it, please let me know down below. And we can go on to the nice tropical area. But like I said, that's going to do it for this episode. Hope you guys have a great one. Thank you, as always, for spending some of your time here, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.